We are recording, and I now can open my first beer of the day.
Oh, you wait until we start recording?
I wait until we start recording before I drink.
Good on you.
And just so the listeners know, it's 10 p.m.
I know, that's a huge feat for me.
And then if you're a new
PM.
listener and you're like, it's Luke.
Yes. Like, if we were recording this at 10 a.m., that's the time I would start drinking.
Yeah. As evidenced by the fact that you were when we were.
Yes.
Welcome to Multiple Nerdgasm with your hosts, Matt, Luke, and Dan. Multiple Nerdgasm, your guide to all things nerdy.
But now
No,
I
good
just
on you.
wait. But no, I've had a horrible day today, and I've needed to be, because I've had a rodeo next door all day, going crazy. I'm just hearing announcements, and now we've got the bull riding, and now there's a band playing.
Where do you live?
I live in
Texas.
New South Wales.
You're not obliged to answer that.
I live in New South Wales, but I live in rural New South Wales.
Right.
And I have like a showground, like a street over from me, and there's a rodeo there today.
I was going to say, I was about to say your house must not be like what I imagined your house is like if there's a fucking rodeo next door to it.
It's not quite next door; it's a street across. But
Okay.
I've
very
been to
loud.
Luke's house. I didn't see a rodeo, but I do believe they don't put it on every day. I must ask though, Luke, is this your first rodeo?
It is not my first rodeo. I've been to many a rodeo.
So it annoyed you.
Yes, because
You
I
couldn't
couldn't
just
go. I couldn't be
go
bothered
over
going.
there and participate and enjoy it, you know?
Well, that's the whole thing. It's not my first rodeo. You see one, you see them all. They throw
He's
some
won the
ropes.
bull riding contest so
Yeah.
many times. This means nothing to him anymore.
I have won bull riding Xbox games. Same thing, I assume.
Is that what you told him when you showed up last time?
Yeah, and they
And
wouldn't
they
let me
said,
have
sir,
a go,
you're
so I
not
left.
qualified to enter into this competition.
It's like, I'll have you know, I'm in the Xbox Hall of Fame.
Let me pull
sir.
up true achievements and I'll show you.
I got 1,000, all 100 achievements in that game. I don't know how many there were, but
Is it
I
really a bull
completed it.
riding game?
There
you
is a
ride
bull
an
riding
actual
game.
bull?
Of course there is.
You
Yes,
don't
it's-
play as a drunken frat girl and you're riding one of those mechanical bulls in a bar?
No.
That's
You
also
actually-
a game. But
I'm sure
play
it
that.
is. But no, it is a game. It's a terrible game. But I finished it.
What's it called? Bull
I
Rider.
can't remember. I'll find out.
Bull and Rider.
I think it was El Toro, or was that? No, that's the one where you fight the game. Fight the bull.
fight the game.
Fight the bull. There's a bull fighting game.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking
El,
of games,
El Toro is Spanish for bull.
Yes, and I think that's the one where you fight it.
El Toro Loco is a monster truck.
Oh,
I have
well, that
no
means
idea.
crazy
No,
bull.
I'm not going to find it. Sorry, but trust me, there is.
El Toro
Eight in the
Loco
title.
flipped upside down and couldn't. They got smashed and got disqualified last time we were at the Monster Truck Jam. So
Last time. You go to monster trucks now?
yeah, Lyra likes them.
Matt says he doesn't understand Luke's rodeo. And now I want to know more about that when Matt just literally became a real American.
Yeah, no, we've been to the
He's
Monster Trucks
voting for
a couple
Trump,
times.
he's buying a gun, he's going to the monster trucks.
Some of those things are true. One
I've
of them.
also played the monster truck games.
Yeah, no. Well, we got those too because Lyra likes monster trucks. We went. I don't even know how it came up the first time. We went to a monster jam in Sydney, Jenna and I, once, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And then I think when it was here in Providence, we were like, maybe Lyra would like that, and she did. At first, she was scared, but then once she had you have to put headphones on. It's fucking
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah, I was going to say my daughter would find that very loud.
Yeah, she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to wear them at first, but then a truck came out and revved, and she was like, "Give me the fucking headphones." But she liked it, so we've been a couple times. We went with friends Sarah and James, who you know. Yeah, and their kid.
We have monster trucks here every now and again.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
the same
it's
showground.
Oh,
Here at the showground?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to give a shout
fun.
out to the showground?
Queen Bee and Showground. Sponsor us.
Showground. Yeah.
They don't make
All the-
any
Sponsor
money.
us
And-
and keep the noise down.
And when I go to the Dunk. It's not called that anymore, I don't think.
Dunk.
Oh, is
Well,
it?
that's
What's
a
it currently
shame.
called?
The
Is
Dunk
it
is
like
a
a
great
Dunkin'
name for a
Donuts?
venue.
The Dunkin'
It's
Donuts
got-
Centre.
it's
It's
Yeah.
the parking
Dunkin'?
lot of a Dunkin' Donuts, yeah.
Everything here in New England is the parking lot of Dunkin' Donuts.
You'll see a car pull up your driveway and they'll be like, "Don't worry, I'm just ducking into Dunkin' Donuts."
Yeah. I mean, they blocked the fucking... I've talked about this before, right? Some mornings, there's Dunkin' Donuts on the way to the highway from here. So you go up my street, you turn, and then there's a Dunkin' Donuts in between because they're everywhere. You got to have one, you know?
Yeah.
People will fucking block the road, like to get in. The drive-through comes out onto the main road.
Oh, right.
It's
They'll
a two-lane
they'll
road.
just queue into the road.
Yeah.
Is it just to get the coffee or
Yes.
just the
And I
coffee?
don't...
and
I
some
mean-
donuts or tubes, but
People that like the coffee there
It's the coffee.
only like the coffee there.
I
Yeah,
thought the
and I
coffee was
don't-
bad.
Yeah, it's not... I mean,
Well,
maybe
it's
I'm doing it
bad
wrong.
for Matt, who's an Australian.
Yeah,
They don't
we
have
talked about this the other
campos.
day. They don't. I literally talked about this the other night. And I was trying to explain to somebody, like, no, it's just... they just don't do it properly here at all. Not even just Campos, right? Yes, Campos is my favourite. It's delicious. I love it. But I could get a flat white anywhere in Sydney, and it'll be good.
It'll be fine.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's easiest
Not
thing in
here.
the world to make.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. I got one. I'm not going to name the place. I do quite like this place. They do other
That's why
stuff
you've
well.
got to name them.
I'm not going to name the place, but I asked for a latte, right? Because I don't even know what a flat white is. I asked for a latte, and I watched her get the cup that I will be given, right? The paper cardboard cup. Put the milk in, steam the milk in the cup, and then just like pour espresso in. And I was like, "Fuck! I regret this already."
Oh, bless.
It's like, what are you doing?
Oh, so many things wrong with that.
Can I come around and I'll show you how to do it?
Yeah. Anyway, it is Amica Mutual Pavilion is the dunk, I think. Yeah. But everyone just calls it the dunk.
Because that's what it was. For
I would
many
too,
years,
because
I guess.
Amica Mutual Pavilion is a terrible name.
Terrible name.
Yeah.
That's almost as bad as the All Phones Arena
Yes.
that we have in Sydney.
Is that used to be the Superdome, right? Which
It
was
used
a
to be
better name.
something, and then some company called All Phones sponsored it.
Yeah.
And now it just sounds like an arena featuring every phone.
Yeah. All welcome,
Make it-
all phones. We don't
Let's turn it
discriminate.
into the multiple nerdgasm stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, we can afford it.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/multiple nerdgasm. Oh, speaking of, you've been called out, Luke.
I have.
Just to get a plug in here for the Patreon. One of our patrons
Yes.
has you once beat one of our
Yes.
patrons at chess
Yes, I'm very happy about that.
and then
to this
retired
day.
undefeated.
Yeah.
And they are saying now if they, I have a hair in my mouth, it's annoying me. If they increase their subscription on Patreon, will you submit to a rematch?
Submit.
Ooh. Can maybe. I have a few
Oh.
conditions.
Okay, let's hear them.
Uh huh.
We need to go out drinking beforehand. And I mean, we're going out for a big session.
We, or you and him.
Me and him.
Because you need to be drunk to be good at chess, or because you're assuming that he won't be as good if he's drunk?
I think it
I wouldn't
works
assume
both.
I'm
His
fairly
heel
sure
goes
we
down,
were
I
quite
wouldn't
drunk
assume
the
either.
last time you played.
But Luke will
so-
be more confident.
Yes.
That's, yeah.
Yes. So, yes, that is my condition. We go out for a big Australian drinking session,
I'm-
as they say.
positive he will say that's fine. He agrees to that
Yeah.
condition.
Tip top.
Yep. And I want to smoke a cigar.
I'm not sure he does that regularly anymore, but I'm sure he'll be up for that too.
Yep.
All right.
So there are my conditions. So you up the Patreon, we go out drinking, we have a cigar together. I will allow you to lose to me again.
And we'll try. I don't promise anything because obviously there's a person who's not here involved in this, but we will try to post some evidence of this on
Yes.
the
Yeah.
Patreon. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, some evidence will be fine, I'm sure. We can take some
Yes.
photos of the chessboard or whatever.
Yes.
But to whatever degree the patron agrees to be involved
Yeah.
in content.
Yes.
Well,
yes. Yes. Yeah.
should do that.
I'm sure he'll.
Yeah.
Again, I'm sure he'll be fine.
No, I know, but I don't want to assume.
No.
Can we do it old school with our shirts off as well?
I'm not going
Why
to
was
speak.
that a
I'm not going to
thing?
speak for the listener.
Why was that a thing?
I
was a
don't
thing,
know.
though.
That was just a thing.
Not chess specifically.
No,
No,
It
just
was
parties at our house in Newtown.
just being drunk and not having a
Shirts
shirt
off.
on.
Yeah, 3 of us. Second we get there, shirts off.
Strange.
Yeah. Is this setting a dangerous precedent that listeners and patrons can just challenge you to things for money? Are we worried that this is a slippery slope?
If they want to
not
pay
worried.
for it,
Yeah, I'm not
Like-
worried.
Like, are there patrons going, if I up my thing, will you try and fit my entire dick and balls in your mouth?
see, you got very far. Patreon doesn't allow that. I thought you were going to go like, would you fight me in a boxing ring? Or
I don't know, but we could put if we could.
Would
put
you
that in
rather be
code.
bashed by someone
If
or
that's
have
something
them
you'd
put
like to
their
offer,
balls in
Luke.
your mouth?
If that's something you'd like to offer, we could just encode that somehow.
We could
on
bash
I
you
figure
right now.
the boxing ring, you could actually promote that for the site. With the me taking entire cock and balls in my mouth, it's not really
Yeah,
advertising.
yeah, but we could just. I'm sure we could workshop a code phrase for that.
Yeah.
and they'd never know.
If it was a flaccid cock, would that make a difference?
See, I
Like
don't
if
know
it
what
was
To the
not
feasibility,
sexually
yes.
aroused at all.
the-
He
but-
was just like, I
think-
literally just want to see if you can do it.
that confuses me more as to why he would pay for that. But no, I have to. You submit your ideas and
So
up the
that's
money, we'll
not
see
a
what
no.
happens.
That's
Yeah,
not a
that
no.
is not a no. That is nowhere near a no.
again probably be my whole thing. We go out for a drinking session beforehand and see where it goes.
He's like, yeah, if I'm going to put your dick in my mouth,
Yeah.
I have to be drunk.
No, I
Like, yeah,
want to be sober for this
assumed
one.
I need all my wits about me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm open to other suggestions. It doesn't have
Very
to be.
open, literally open to suggestions. Look, speaking of games that we were before all that happened, I played Avowed. I don't know if we talked about this.
Oh,
We didn't talk about it.
I know you just started.
Yeah, okay.
Like, you
Did we
got
talk
past
about this last week? Maybe we
No,
did talk
you
about
just
it a little
said
bit.
you were going to give it a go now that you found out it's
No, I
Pillars
think
of
you just
Eternity
started because
2.
you found out it was Pillars. You just started, got right through like the first.
You
Yeah,
must
sorry, I
have,
got through the tutorial a bit. Yeah, I started playing a bit more, and then I don't know about it now.
Oh,
I'm gonna admit, I'm sort of. It got a bit samey.
I haven't
I
played
haven't
it
even
all
gotten
week.
far enough for it to be
So
samey.
before I jump in and start defending it, I haven't gone
You
back
haven't
to
played
it.
it. It hasn't drawn you back in. I want to go back, but
Yeah, I want to.
I'll say
I
this:
don't know.
I am in the middle of finishing Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, which
okay.
could be
You
that
can't
could
play a
be.
game if you're thinking about another game.
especially games like this where there's actually story involved.
That's like putting your entire dick and balls into Luke's mouth, but wishing it was the woman you loved, you know? Like, it'll do for now, but
Yeah,
But no,
but
I reckon
we're older
finish-
now. We just don't do that anymore.
yeah. Like, I'm sorry, honey, put your shirt back on. We're,
But no, I think you finish Cyberpunk and maybe come back to it. I don't think you shouldn't play two big story games at the same time.
Yeah,
It's not fair to either game.
I gotta say,
And
Phantom
yourself.
Liberty's fucking great.
I'm surprised you haven't finished it yet.
I don't have time.
oh, I believe you finished another game this week, Matt, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
What did I
Certain
finish this week?
murderer that's out there. Assassin.
Wait, what?
Luigi.
Oh, a murderous assassin?
Yeah.
Who's a murder?
Didn't he
He,
kill
he kills
kills
bank
the-
CEOs, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's only one
You're right.
Luigi.
You're right. Fucking blanked on that. Yeah. No, I did. Lyra and I finished.
You know
Luigi's
why?
Mansion
You know
3.
why? Because he is a real American, and that guy's a hero. The rest of the
that.
world are like, you can't
Don't
just
do
kill
that.
people. He was a CEO. That was just his job, mate. Americans are like, fucking gun him down in the street.
Yes.
Borrow
Sorry,
my gun. Here you go.
I didn't like his business, therefore he deserved to die.
Yep. America.
More complicated than that. I'm just fucking around. All right.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
email us. All right.
Don't
we
write in.
We want nothing to do with this.
No.
Don't email us.
Right. But tell us about Luigi's Mansion 3.
Luigi's Mansion 3 is a fucking excellent game, and I highly recommend it. I played through it with Lyra. We finished it.
How does she go with it?
fun.
Like, because I've not played Luigi's Mansion 3, so I don't know the skill level there.
So
but...
mostly, she doesn't play. She tells me what to do, and I play.
Oh,
so she
that's
does
amazing.
ask to have a turn every now and then, and she'll do some stuff, and then she's like, "Yeah, you should do it."
Because you're not good yet. Watch me.
Right. But it's fun because we finished Luigi's Mansion 2, and then we finished Luigi's Mansion 3. And there's no remake of Luigi's Mansion 1 on Switch.
And you finished Zelda not long ago. So what are you doing next?
TBC. Mostly watching Super Kitties instead with her time before.
What are
before
Super
bed.
Kitties?
Even
TV
I
show.
don't know this one.
It's a TV show.
Is it like
Super
Samurai
Kitties.
Pizza Cats or?
No. I mean, just Google Super Kitties. You'll see it. It's very, very popular, I think.
I've got Safe Surfs Off, so I'm a little scared.
It's not that kind of show, I promise.
Well, I just
Super
spent...
Kitties.
Oh yeah.
Ginny,
One looks like
Sparks.
Watson.
Buddy and Bitsy, the Super Kitties.
The ginger looks like Watson.
What channel is it on?
Disney.
Do they still call
Disney
them channels?
Plus.
Oh, it's a Disney. Yeah. Okay, I have that.
Yeah. They're cats, they're kittens, and then when they get a call in the Super Kitty thing, they jump into these tubes and they become Super Kitties.
So it's essentially Samurai Pizza Cats.
I guess so. And I like asking Lyra questions like, who makes all that stuff for the Super Kitties? Because there is no answer.
Does she answer?
And
Does she answer your questions? Your
she goes,
inane
I think
questions?
Sparks does it. She goes, I think Sparks does it. One of the cats.
Do you answer with? Do you answer with why?
I do,
Yeah.
I do that to her
Why?
sometimes. But she just rolls her eyes and goes, Dad.
Yeah.
Like, too smart for me.
Yeah, she's allowed to, but
Yeah. Super Kitties. Luigi's Mansion 3 was really good. Good puzzles, some tough boss fights that would not be, I
Yeah.
think, feasible for a kid.
Because you got to that level where you go up behind the CEO and just fucking gun him down,
That's
coward
right,
style,
that's it. Yeah.
like fucking Robert Ford style, right?
And then I know, and she was like, "Why did we shoot that man?" And I'm like, "Oh, because he was declining claims from customers." And she's like, "But why?"
And she was
I'm
like,
"Because
him personally?
they've gotta
Like, no,
prioritise
definitely not him
profits.
personally.
They've got to prioritize profits and growth over the good of the people." And she was like, "Yeah, but why?" I was like, "Well, it's just capitalism, honey."
Yeah.
Yeah.
yep, that's it. But there was a new game announced this week while we're talking about games, which I'm actually excited for. Did you guys play the last Robocop game?
I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't.
I didn't
I fucking
because
love Robocop, and I
I
want
was
to
like,
play
I don't
this.
have much time, and it is like $50. So
Was it? It shouldn't have been that
think
expensive.
so.
It was only $60 here.
Yeah,
because
it wasn't
this was
quite a full-priced game, was it?
Yeah, no, this was like what they
City.
call like a AA game. Like it's a decent game, but it's not.
it's not quadruple A. Like
No,
I played a lot of A games, I think.
you don't want to play any quadruple A games. I think the scale goes backwards.
There's only one
Ubisoft.
quadruple A game, isn't there, as far as I
Yes.
know? Only,
And-
was it GTA that claimed it
No,
was
no, quadruple A
quadruple A?
game was Ubisoft came out, and then when it was their latest pirate game, Skull and Bones.
Oh,
So
that was
I
not
don't
a
know why
quadruple
this
fucking A
is
game.
right, but it is currently on sale for $20.
Yeah,
But the normal price is $60.
really.
Yeah, which is high for a game here in the US.
20's not. I'd pick that up now if I were you. Luke, what's
Yeah.
it worth to us?
Well,
I'm actually checking right now.
here's the problem: I'm never going to play it. So
Matt, Robocop. I assume it's an entire game of just shooting
not because
guys
I
in the
don't
dick.
want to, Dan.
Sorry,
I'm
wrong.
never going to have time to.
It was $89 here. It's currently on sale for $30 though.
Oh, 30? I'll pay 30 for it.
It was I enjoyed it. It was a good game, and I'm excited now that they've announced a sequel. Because it has
Is
that
it a
Robocop
sequel?
feel. It's a sequel / expansion. It's set after this,
Right.
so it is sort
More
of
of a short game. Right. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
No, I recommend it. This is I can't recommend this one. I recommend the first one.
I can't
What's it
recommend
like?
this one at all.
Can't recommend this one.
I
haven't played
assume
this
it's
one.
not just like completely open world. Go anywhere, do what you want, arrest who you
No,
want,
no.
shoot whoever
you
you
do
want.
go
in the
to
dick.
areas, and there are like side quests and stuff, but it is very much here's your mission. You're going to go here, and
Does it have the music from the movie?
yes.
$20, eh?
And it's not a long game. Like, it takes you about 15 hours to get all the achievements, but you
so
can
a couple
play
of
through the
months.
game in like 6 hours. It's it's like I don't know, they're good at making sort
6
of...
hours. I question the validity of that statement.
Oh, I think a challenge has been laid out here.
6 hours is
If only
quite
you
short.
had 6 hours, Matt.
Yeah. For a $70 game.
Well, no, there's more you can do in it, but
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
were
but you
just to
could-
go through and play the story, you could just fly
Yeah.
through it.
Is it the story of the
You can
film?
fly.
Or is
No,
it...
this is set... It's not the story of the film. It's set, I think, between 1 and 2.
Okay.
I think. I can't quite remember. But it's still got like yeah, I think it is between 1 and 2 because you still got the sort of the mayor in the city there, and still got the same operation priorities. I can't remember. But no, I recommend it. But I'm looking forward to the sequel. Ooh,
I should really play this at some point.
here's something that makes no sense to me at the moment. So you can buy Robocop, not Robocock. Robocop
Robocock
Rogue
is another
City
game.
at
Is
the
that the
moment.
name of this episode? We probably can't.
You
Sure
can
we
buy
could.
that for $29 at the moment, or you can buy the Robocop Rogue Silly Alex Murphy edition for $21.
What's the difference? You played not as Alex Murphy.
The Alex Murphy
the
gives
normal
you... It's cheaper, but that's the better bundle.
I think in the other one you play as Murphy Brown. From the sitcom Murphy Brown.
Oh, I found out an interesting fact about Robocop just recently. Do you know that they didn't actually film the original killing of Alex Murphy when they filmed the original film?
That
They
was an
wanted
add-in?
to. They wanted to, and then they didn't have enough money, and so they just made the rest of the film, and then went back and go, yeah, the movie doesn't
Look how
work
good
without
this
this, so we have to shoot this now as well.
Wow. I mean, that
Yeah,
is
and
an
they got more
intense
money.
scene.
Yes.
That was like a very cool set
I
piece.
guess it's like his leg shot off, and
Yeah, that was very... scared the shit out of me as a kid. Frankly.
Yeah,
And
even
that's
as a
why-
kid, when I was watching that, I was suddenly very aware. I don't think I should be watching this.
Yes.
This is why my parents said I couldn't, and why I'm now
Yes.
at my friend's house watching this.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
like, what, we would have been, 10 when this came out?
No,
Like,
less. I reckon
less.
7 or 8. I reckon it
And it
was
was an
like
R-rated
late
movie,
80s.
and there's
I mean, it was
a
on
reason
VHS
behind
when I
it.
watched it. So I was
Same. So yeah, you
Yeah.
could be right.
Yeah.
I was in primary school, but yeah.
Yeah, late primary.
But yeah,
Sounds
we all
different
watched
back
all
then.
those movies when we were
Well,
Terminator,
the thing is,
Robocop.
I mean, even kids' movies like fucking Labyrinth, Dark Crystal, all that, they were fucking dark as hell.
Even
Yeah, it's
Willy
true.
There was a
Wonka,
fine line
No,
between these.
It was
yeah.
a different time.
like that Willy Wonka when they're going down the that
they're in
waterfall
the
thing
boat?
was creepy as hell.
Yeah, agree. That's still creepy. That's still creepy. Speaking of
When he shoots that Oompa Loompa's dick off.
when that Oompa Loompa comes out of the fucking toxic waste and says "kill me,"
That's the one
toxic
and
thing
then the
that,
car hits him, and then yeah,
Yeah.
that's the scene that also got me when
Candy
he comes
sprays
out,
all
he's
over the
yeah.
windshield.
yeah. Speaking of movies from the 80s, I actually have a little bit of follow-up, which is a retraction and an apology to you, Matt.
Oh, good.
Okay.
So last week, we were talking about Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, because you said
Were we?
you said the only thing you know about China is everything you learned from Temple of Doom,
Oh,
and
sure.
I said
Shanghai.
I think it was set in Hong Kong, and in the 30s that wasn't part of China, and it wasn't. It was Shanghai, which is definitely China. So
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought that. I think I thought it was Hong Kong because it's full of white people, and
I knew it was in Shanghai, but I just took it as, oh, Shanghai must be in Hong Kong, and I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Shanghai's mainland China for sure,
Yeah, right.
halfway up on the coast. Don't know why I said it, but
Speaking
I said
of
it with a
Temple
lot
of
of
Doom,
confidence.
Still progressing on my fitness journey. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. Hope you guys are still.
Are you?
I haven't
Yeah.
started yet, but I'll knock it out quickly. I work well under pressure.
So I'm gonna got some photos. I guess it's 6 months from when we said, right? That was the deal. So.
Yeah,
Drink my
I guess
beer.
so. That's what we
And
always
listeners,
said
we haven't
for
agreed
all
to
those
share them
years.
with you, so let's be clear about that. I'll be sharing
Oh
the
yeah,
photos with these
that was
guys.
not part of it.
Depending on how it
Although,
goes, maybe I'll share them with the
for
listeners.
the top Patreon tier. Maybe you will. Maybe
I am
that's.
gonna. Hold on. No, I haven't taken my before photos yet, so I've still got time.
Yeah, you have slacked a bit on that. you are stalling.
Yes.
I have a
So
plan.
wait, the 6 months starts from when Luke takes his before pictures.
When I
No.
take my photo.
Well, then you're not stalling. You're stalling for us, mate. Because 6 months from then, we're going to
Yeah.
be in great shape.
This is going to be even more.
I'm helping
difficult
you
for
guys out.
Yeah. I want to mention
Matt-
while I think of it.
yeah.
I said listeners, witnesses. We call
Witnesses.
We call you
true.
witnesses. And Nate on Patreon suggested, and I think this is great. The general public are witnesses. Those of you who support us on Patreon are accomplices.
Ooh, I like
Ooh.
this. Yeah. I
Oh,
like
that's
that.
good.
That's good. Are you bulking and cutting, or are you doing a general?
I'm just
Thinking of-
bulking.
I'm not. I'm definitely not bulking. I think I'm big enough. That's my opinion. So I am.
No, but
I'm
some
attempting
trainers
to-
do that. They like want to build muscle first and then lose fat second, like later.
I haven't. No, I'm
No,
not
you're
doing.
doing just general. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Are
Not
you
doing anything that
bulking?
dramatic.
No, I'm
would-
trying to.
I mean, if
I'm counting
if I
calories
was asked
now.
my opinion, she
Okay.
asked my opinion, I would say I'd like to be smaller. Not so.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to. Yeah.
No, I think
if
But I
anything, I,
also
want to just
understand-
move it around. The mass is fine. If I could
Yeah.
move some of this up to here,
I
some
know it
of
doesn't
it
work
down,
like that though, but yeah,
wouldn't it be good if
we
it
do
could?
talk. We have talked about though, like, sorry, this is not interesting to any of the witnesses or accomplices, but eating. It's surprising to me. So normally, if I want to lose weight, I just fucking eat less, and then because of my personality, I eat dramatically less.
Yeah,
That's
Because
not the way
that's
to
the
do it,
only
though.
way I can.
fuck it,
I
I'm
have to-
not doing it.
I've got to make it a thing, like like Whole30 or fuck it. I've got to do something, otherwise it's not going to happen.
Correct. Yeah.
I've got to get my brain into like thinking we're doing this. You've got to eat so much protein to meet these
Your macros.
whatever science has determined if you want to build muscle or whatever. But also you've got to keep your calories under a thing. Man, it's not easy.
Yeah, it's a challenge. Yeah.
So I
I'm
can
not
see
doing
why.
macros, so I'm just. I mean, I try to eat protein anyway, but I'm just at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to cut calories because actually, I don't have bad like muscle definition or anything. It's just that I'm fat, so you can't see any of it.
So I think the same thing. Yeah.
Like I don't need big muscles. I'm happy for you to see my little muscles. That would be fine by me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you called me out, Luke, a couple of weeks ago because I was eating dried apricots, right? And you were like, haha, you can't have canned anymore. You have to eat dried apricots. I looked up how many fucking calories a single dried apricot has. You know how many it has? It has like
Better to go.
30 fucking calories.
You better to go.
For
with
one
candy.
dried apricot.
Jesus.
For one! Yeah. So I'm on there like,
Sure.
fucking, losing weight. Like, no.
No. Do you know what I was happy about? I've been drinking non-alcoholic beer. I think we've talked about this before too.
Yes.
Because I found it
I
really
still find
good.
it confusing.
I found a really, really good brewery called Go Brewing. They're not a sponsor. I just think their beers
You're welcome to
taste
sponsor us, though.
taste good. Yeah, fuck yeah. Sponsor is Go Brewing. And I was like, these taste too good. There's no way that these aren't massive
Wow.
calories.
Yeah.
Checked. They've got a light beer that tastes good to me.
Yeah.
40 calories a can. Like,
Yeah,
it's
right.
good for a beer.
That is good for a beer. That's
And all the
excellent
others
for a beer.
are like under 100. So, I mean, you still got to be careful, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't read.
So I'm like you,
we're
mate.
so old now.
If I do something, I've got to commit to it 100%, right? Which
Yeah.
is why at the moment I'm not drinking at all because I cannot just drink less,
Yeah.
right? I just
sure.
cannot just drink less. I either am drinking the amount I want to drink or I'm not allowed to drink. They're the only two settings on me, right? But I was disappointed to find because I just assumed when I used to fucking like drink 3 beers a night, I always used to assume that's why you're fat, Danny. And if you could somehow stop that, the weight will just come
No,
off.
no. The
disappear.
other
It's-
side of
it's-
it is
Just not true.
because while you're sitting there drinking those beers, you're also sitting there doing nothing. You've taken the beers out, but you're still sitting there doing nothing.
You could be right. But I just But no. I'm going to the gym now. I don't have a trainer. I just go and exercise.
I am going to join soon. I have a plan in place, and I'm going to blow you guys away.
I thought you joined a gym. You told us you had joined some kind of.
Oh, yeah, you were doing something.
Well, you
I
told
went
us
to a
you'd
sort
been
of
to.
a stretching class and then stopped.
Okay, right.
Now wait till I start. I'll win.
All
So
right.
I'm going to switch back to
Fucking
gin.
bring it on, mate.
I'm going to have diet tonic all over.
Diet tonic.
That was the missing ingredient from Luke's
Yep.
diet this whole time.
That's his secret. It's like intermittent fasting. Diet tonic.
No, honestly, for me,
Intermittent
all it is
tonic.
is I do need to walk and be more active. I eat fine. It's the alcohol for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm drinking liters of beer a day. That adds up.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
Like, in the course of this podcast, I'll probably drink 1.5 liters of beer.
Jesus. I'm just drinking coffee because it's 6:45 in the morning.
And I'm drinking tea because, like I said, I can't
all
just
or
drink
nothing.
less.
It's like me with smoking. I still classify myself as a smoker because
Yeah, you're a
I
smoker.
you
have
want to.
one, I'm starting smoking again.
But that's what it used to be. I remember, Matt, when you and I used to live together and we both
Hmm.
decided to quit smoking, but then we'd go to a party and someone would give us a cigarette, and then the next day I'd go out into the balcony with my fucking pack of cigarettes that I bought on the way home going, oh, I'm so ashamed of myself. I go out there and I see you just sitting there fucking...
Hey, Danny.
Oh, I guess
people
we're
who-
both weak of character.
The people who annoy me are the people who can just do that. I'll just smoke at the party and then never again.
Yeah, yeah,
Because they always end up smoking our smokes.
yeah. But those people are also the people that can just have a cocktail at a party and then
Not
can
take
just
their
not
shots
drink
off.
for the rest of the week.
No, I know what you mean, Dan. Because I'll think I'll just have a little bit of scotch while I'm playing a game or something like that, and I'll have a little bit of scotch. I'm like, I'll have a little bit more scotch. It's like,
Yeah.
And
I
after
can't do it.
After
Then
that
you're like,
one or
how
two
would I give myself a Scotch enema?
and if I don't have any, then it's fine.
it's fine.
Yes.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
you and the more scotches you have, the sort of the bigger the portions get as well when you're doing it.
Because I'm enjoying. Oh, that was so good, and I'm like, oh, it's gone.
But there's
I
no
want
end to
more.
it. My problem is, when do you stop drinking? For me, it's when you fall asleep, right? Like,
Yeah, sure.
there's not a point at like 9:30 where you're like, it's too late to have another one. No, that's not a thing.
I wonder
you
if that's
drink,
Australian
you take
culture,
one to bed.
because that's
mate.
how we. That's
There's been a
literally
few
what we
times
did. From the
where I've
time we
gone-
could drink, you get drunk until you can't drink anymore because you're not
Until you-
conscious.
that's it. Until-
And then,
But there's been a few
not a
times
good thing.
recently where I'm going to bed at 10, and then I've got like half a beer left. Well, I better finish that, and then I might as well, I feel like another one. I'll go to bed at 11. Then it's just this never-ending cycle that
Yeah.
because I have to go to bed at a time. If it's 1 minute over and I've still got like a drink left, well, I've got to finish that, and then I might as well have another one and just move the time back. Some people think I have ADHD.
No, I think you're just an alcoholic.
it could be both, but
Why not both?
look, I watched a movie. Finally,
I'm interested
haven't
to
seen
hear what you
this.
think of this.
You've seen it, Luke, haven't you?
I loved it. I went to the movies and saw it.
I watched Beetlejuice. We sort of begrudgingly. We were like, "What should we watch a movie?" And then I was like, "We can watch Beetlejuice." And we're both kind of like, "All right." It's fucking great.
Yep.
Is it?
It's really
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
No regrets. I'm so glad we watched it. It's
Oh,
it's
shit.
good. Like it's not the best movie ever,
No.
but it's. I mean, it's like the first one.
Yeah, I mean, I was a
Like-
very big fan of the first one back when it
Yeah.
came out.
It's just a funny movie, like very funny.
Okay.
It's like honestly the best thing Tim Burton's done in 20 years.
There is a weird storyline that I don't think really goes anywhere, but I still enjoyed it. The bride.
I don't mind about spoilers.
His bride
Oh.
really...
Yes.
It's there, but not really.
Is that
It's-
just because he had a finger in the first movie? And he
Could
said,
be.
honey, she meant nothing to me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. I mean, that is what that is, but
Yeah.
So that's a whole character in this movie.
Yes.
yes.
The rest of
But-
that person.
Yes.
Yeah, but her role in it is very. I mean, yeah, I'm just trying to piece together. She has nothing to do with what happens with like Lydia and any of that
Yeah.
stuff. Really, it's all kind of like just coincidentally all happens at the same time. Yeah. No.
There's sometimes where it's...
They do. It does make him Beetlejuice
Yeah.
ramp up his
Yeah, I think it was used as a catalyst for the rest of the stuff. Like, here's a reason why he's... But
I'm trying to be vague because I don't want to spoil the story for Dan, but the story, I guess, is not really fucking matter. It's not like it's
Danny DeVito dies.
going to blow anybody's mind. Yeah, Danny DeVito
Is
does.
Danny DeVito in it?
Yes.
Is he? As the
He
penguin?
plays a disgusting little janitor.
Oh. You could just say janitor, and I would have assumed the rest.
It's him doing that thing where he's like consuming liquids and like that thing he does.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
And I don't...
It's
not much
just
of a
getting
spoiler.
grubby is his thing.
Yeah.
He's so good at it, though.
As soon
That
as he
last
started
shot
drinking
of him in Batman Returns when he's in that fucking
black
onesie
shit.
and he just falls
Yeah.
into the fucking river. It's like,
I just go to Always Sunny when he's eating the peaches.
Was that one where him
when
and
he-
Mac go to the suburbs for some reason, and Frank's just drinking beer and burping and spitting beer everywhere, and then you can watch the
what is the one
bloopers.
where he's naked
Mac
trying
when
to
he's just
get
cracking
on the
up.
couch?
Oh, yeah, when he's in the couch because he wants people to talk bad about him or
yeah.
something, and then he has
He's,
to
like,
get out
lubed
of it.
Yeah, he's like lubed. Oh man, DeVito, what a character.
But yeah, so he does that in this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very funny. Very funny.
I also love the musical
Yes,
portion of it.
I love that it. Bits of
was
it are
this-
just in Italian.
No.
It's like it's those flashbacks, and then everyone just starts speaking Italian,
Yep.
and then it cuts back, and they're still speaking Italian. For it. They go, "Whoa, sorry."
Okay,
And it makes sense in the movie.
I'll put
Yeah,
it on
because it's
my
ridiculous.
list.
Yeah, no, you
I
should watch
love how they handled the dad
Yes.
because
Because you know how he was a terrible person?
Oh yeah,
what's his name?
That's right.
Friend of the show,
Jeffrey Jones.
Jeffrey Jones. Not friend of the show. That was a joke.
Hmm.
So we had talked about how his character was not going to be in it because he had died. His character is in it.
He's in it.
He's in it quite prominently. Mm-hmm. But they, do you care about?
No, go ahead.
Spoil? I mean, it's quite
Spoiler,
funny.
skip ahead.
I'd actually rather
5
hear
minutes.
it from you. You
Okay.
tell me.
So there's only one sequence where you actually even see his face, and so they've stop motion animated it, and it's the stop motion animation of how he died. And his plane crashes, and then they're like, "Oh, he died in a plane crash." And they're like, "No, he survived." And then he's on this life raft, and then a fucking shark just bites his fucking head off. And then so when he's in the afterlife, he's got no head.
Yeah.
Oh,
So there's no head, so it's all spurting, and
And
that's
it's
how
just
they
this
have his
torso
character.
that sprays blood constantly.
And so his character is in the
And that's
movie.
his character.
They just don't
He's
have
wandering
him.
around the afterlife spraying
but
blood
in
everywhere.
the stop motion, does it look like Jeffrey Jones?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Would they
his,
have had to pay him for that, or get his permission?
maybe they already owned his
Or
likeness
maybe,
from the
or maybe they were
original.
like, "Fucking come and sue us, you pedophile."
Yeah, maybe. And like at the funeral,
He's got
the gravestone is a big shark's fin, and it's got a photo of him on it. It's a funny movie, Dan.
Okay, that's pretty funny. Just to recap slightly, he didn't touch anyone, did he? He just looked at stuff.
I think
I mean, not that that's good, but if there's a sliding scale,
No, I think there was something with a niece or something, wasn't
I
there?
think he did
Oh,
do
gross.
something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to.
see,
Get
it's not
legally-
just Beetlejuice. He's in a lot of stuff I like. He's in a lot of things
Howard
I
the
really
Duck.
like.
Yeah, Deadwood. He was in a lot of stuff. back in
Deadwood,
the
yeah.
day. Yeah, I think he did. He did something. I
He's
think I remember
in,
it being worse than that.
Okay, it was possession of
Ed Wood he's in as
stuff and soliciting a 14-year-old boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not to take photos of himself. So he was trying to get someone to. It wasn't
for
just he got photos. He was trying to solicit people to also take
he was trying to
photos for him.
create. Oh,
Gross.
no, that's not good.
Yeah.
No, that's not good.
Well,
No, you
he's not in
shouldn't do
this. His head gets bitten off. Good riddance.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, very funny. I also laugh. There's a couple of times where they explain a joke that I didn't need explained, but I also understand why. Like when they all go back to the house to have the funeral, and then it cuts the shot of the house, and it's got like a shroud, a black shroud on the house, which I laughed because I get it. Like it's wearing a funeral shroud and that. But then they explain that joke.
Right,
Somebody
right.
says, "What's with the thing?" And it's
Yeah,
like,
because a producer saw a rough cut and went, "What's that?"
"What's that about?"
I don't get it.
Yeah, like
But
I got the joke, I laughed, and then I was like, he didn't have to explain it, but
sometimes
maybe
it's
some people
fine.
wouldn't have got it. Yeah, there's a couple of times where that happened, and I was like, yeah, I got it.
Yeah. But Dan's going to watch it in the next 2 weeks. It's his homework.
Okay. I mean, as homework goes, that's fine.
He gave me 2 weeks. I don't
One
do
thing
any
I-
of my homework, but
One thing I'll say is that at first I got used to it, but Jenna Ortega is like the straight character in it,
Right.
and she's very good. Like she's a very good actress. Like genuinely, like her reactions at first are quite jarring over how fucking ridiculous everybody else is in that movie.
Right.
And it took me a little bit to be like she just feels very.
it was sort
Out
of
of
funny
place.
because I don't.
Catherine O'Hara's back as the mum?
Yep.
I don't quite watching
Justin
this
Throws
one. Actually,
Lydia's agent / boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
but yeah, it's sort of weird because watching this one made me really remember like how ridiculous that family were in the original. I don't think I really got it when I was that young that they were.
Who was the other guy? Was it an uncle or was it just their agent? Who was the other guy that was with them?
Was it?
Yeah, the guy. I know who you mean. I can picture him.
Yeah.
Who is that actor? Is he
Was
still
he-
around? And why is he not in things anymore? Did he do
Yeah.
something horrible?
Oh, God, I hope not. Unless the horrible thing he did was to Jeffrey Jones, because it sounds like he deserved it.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Alec Baldwin.
Alec
obviously was
Baldwin.
in the original. They're not
Oh,
in it.
yes, I forgot.
Glenn
Alec
Shaddix.
Baldwin was in it.
Glenn Shaddix. Right.
I assume it's
I'm
not
assuming
about
that's who we mean.
those two, that couple at all.
No,
No.
No.
no. They. Lydia goes on to become a medium, and she says at one point, the topic comes up, and she says, "No, I helped them move on."
Yeah. They found a loophole and they were able to move on or something.
Yeah, they just say that, and it's
Yeah.
like, okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah. Which is good because I think that would have been the hardest thing trying to explain why they just went, they found a loophole and they're gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't really have them come back.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to get
I mean, Alec Baldwin would be like, "Hey guys."
It's easy to get like Michael Keaton to come back because he's just the makeup. It's fine, but get Gina
fucking
Davis
great
to come
in
back to play her character, no.
I've not seen Gina Davis.
I know. I don't know.
Yeah, what does she even
Decades.
do now?
I don't know. I
This
really
is
used
gonna be
to
one of those
like
things
her.
where
then-
I'm gonna.
I
wish
used
that
to
I had looked.
adore her.
No, she still looks good.
Yeah, I bet she does.
She looks the same, just older. It's fine.
I expected that. I'm also quite a bit older now.
That's true.
So, if anything, she might be a little bit disappointed how I've aged. I'll be like, this is a picture of me when I used to lust after you. That's me in high
That's
school
me
there.
now. And she's like, oh.
And this is me now as I lust after you. And she's
Yes, that's right. She's like, great, but I need you to leave. I need you to get off my property.
Yeah, the police will be here shortly, and if you don't want to interact with them, you should go now.
Yeah.
Anyway, recommend it. Check it out. Funny. If you liked Beetlejuice, the original, at all, I think you'll like it.
I did. I liked it very much.
Oh, and the just an aside, Luke, you'll know what I mean. The captain from Picard is in this. And I was like, at first I was like, is that? And then I looked, I'm like, it is. It's that guy.
The
Good
captain
on
from
him.
Picard. Picard?
No, no, he's an admiral in
Yes.
Picard.
he's
And,
a
the
retired admiral.
The captain of the ship is a guy who's in Beetlejuice.
Someone
Beetlejuice.
else.
An
Yeah.
awesome guy who
Yeah.
that
I just
character
I've
really
never
grew
seen
on
him in
me.
anything else. And then
No.
I mean, he's in makeup, obviously, because everybody's in makeup in this. But I was like, is that? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Cool. Good on him. Yeah. I watched something else last night. Dan, you also watched it, I assume. It is the latest episode of something. And you have thoughts?
I wish I had thoughts, Matt. I wish I had thoughts. Nothing happened. Nothing happened in this episode.
I disagree on that point. So we're talking about Severance.
It's quite funny because last week I was like, "Oh, this episode was great," and you went, "Eh, it was okay."
Well, we found out something in this episode.
Remind me.
Of
Tell
Severance?
me, is it anything
Okay, so-
good? Should I
Okay, so
go
this
and watch
episode 8
it?
of Severance. Skip ahead if you don't want to hear spoilers about Severance. We learn that Harmony Cobell invented the technology.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But didn't get the credit for it.
Correct, because she was told that. Oh, and it also we learned, I guess, more that this is a cult in the real world of some
Okay.
sort.
I think they
Because
sort of didn't hint
they
at
all
that
seem-
for a little
They
while.
hinted at that, and I think they could have told us the harmony thing in one scene that featured any other character from the show.
I do
Like-
agree with that. It was odd that it was
Luke,
her
she
on her
drives
own.
off and just has her own little adventure side quest.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Goes-
episode 8. It's just her doing her own thing, and
Goes
Yeah.
back to the town she's from, and we see her interact with people that we don't know anything about.
And it when I say that doesn't have to be boring. I just found it boring. I just thought
yeah,
it
that's
was.
fair.
I just thought it was. Yeah,
okay.
just a bit slow.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, because also she's not. I mean, I love Patricia Arquette, but that character is not. I don't care about her that much. Like she. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't. Yeah, this
And
season
there
just
is-
really loppy. Like, while I love the first one, this one just.
I like the first season better the second time too, because I watched it all a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, "Fuck, this is a masterpiece of like just low key sci-fi." And her character was interesting in that you knew she was invested because of her work, but then when she got sacked and she was still trying to, you were like, "Okay, it's more than just work for her." Clearly,
Sure. Yeah, but I'm not sure this explanation that they're going with is satisfying to me.
Yeah, yeah.
It's one of those things where they've got a mystery, and I think it's better to not explain it sometimes, because what I'm thinking is probably different.
Yeah.
To what, do you know what it's like? Actually, this is my daughter. The other day, she wanted a lollipop. She mentioned in the car she wanted a lollipop, and then when we got home, she was doing something else, and I guess she'd forgotten about it, right?
Yep.
And I was like, oh, she wanted a lollipop. I'll go downstairs. She doesn't know that we have them down there. So I'll grab one
Yeah.
and I'll surprise her, because she's in a kind of a grumpy mood. So I go downstairs, I get one, and I have it in my hand, and I put it behind my back, right? And she doesn't know what I have. And I said, hey, Lyra, and I just put my hands behind my back, and she knows what that means. She goes, what do you have? What do you have? And she was getting excited. And I said, pick a hand. So we did the whole pick a hand thing, and I showed the lollipop, and then she went, I don't want that. I want my tablet.
Ugh.
And it's like that, right? Because I've built this up in my head now. Like she just thought, oh, he's got my tablet. And then when
Yeah.
it wasn't that, she was disappointed. It was better when she didn't know.
Yeah.
I think that's Lost does that, and then I think Severance might be going down that road.
I have
too,
a
where they're
theory with this. What may have gone against it with what this season? They overthought it because they had the issues with it taking so long to get there. I think they overthought
much
more
time to
things,
think,
and
yeah.
they've written more, and explaining.
Well, a
more
great
than
example
they
is that
would've.
sheep scene. When they
Yeah,
were
the
looking
goats.
around and they saw the goats, it was like, yeah, that was a random thing because they were like, oh, there's so many flaws here. We don't even know what people do. Here's a guy feeding goats who's freaked out. Like, don't take my fucking goats. And you're like, okay, that's
Just leave
funny
it.
because now there's stuff. Yeah, don't show a whole room with a fucking goat field and fucking
yeah,
goat
these weird
herds and-
people, and it's because now it's like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
like
No,
and now
you
you have
have
to
to
come up with an
thing
explanation
you
for
have to
that, and then you got to
explain,
explain
yeah.
this. It's
I
like, just
remember
don't.
us discussing that back at the time, and even I think there was an article
Yeah.
where they went like, "Are you going to tell people like what it is?" Like, well, some stuff we're just throwing in. That's just.
They said they came up with that at the last minute. It's like,
and now
"Can you tell me
they're
that?"
now they're turning it into a storyline, and I think it's just because they've had time to think, and now
Yeah.
Yes, but it's not going to be satisfying.
no,
I don't think. That's why. I mean, I think that's why David Lynch's stuff works, is because he doesn't explain.
Because he says to you right at the start, don't fucking ask me. I'm not going to tell you.
He leaves you with the mystery, which is the
Yeah.
actually good bit. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Because like on like the 7th time I watched Mulholland Drive, I was like, I actually think there is proper logic to this. Like it's not just him
Yes.
going, I'm making shit up. Like I mean it is, but like
Yeah.
there's a method to the madness. It's just not obvious, and he's not
Yeah.
going to tell you what it is. You just got to
And
keep
get Geek
watching
of the
it.
Week.
Yeah, that's a feature, not a bug. Is
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it will ruin it if he tries to tell you,
Yeah.
because his thing that he was trying to do won't really be what you were thinking, and that'll disappoint you.
Yeah, yeah.
And there
It
are
won't be your
sometimes it's
tablet;
nice
it'll be
to-
a lollipop, and you'll be like, "I didn't want one of those."
But Nolan, I still hate you.
Tablet, as in a iPad tablet,
Yes.
not like
Yeah.
medication.
Give me my pills, Dad.
We'll be
Please
clear
give me
about
my
that.
medication.
I got candy. I don't want candy. I need my fucking medicine.
Yeah, no. It was
Yeah. Dad, I have diabetes. I need insulin.
not more fucking sugar.
All right, I'm going to talk about someone I don't know if you guys have heard about, but someone I've been following. Have you guys heard of Johnny Somali?
No.
He's
Is
a
he that guy that
nuisance
goes,
streamer.
I'm the captain now?
No. He's, streamers and, the kick streaming service, which is more the terrible people,
Destiny.
So Johnny Somali.
Destiny's not terrible, by the way. Oh, the controversy.
He might
we
be a
talked
bit
about.
terrible.
Anyway, he might be. No, reserve judgment. His
But Johnny
content's
Somali
alright.
is
Anyway,
one
go
of these in real life streamers who goes out and harasses people and annoys people, and he's been going to
on. I hate that.
and he's been going to like countries that like Japan and stuff where like people are more polite and accepting and
Oh, don't do that.
like really abusing them and walking around like blasting stuff about like dropping the bomb and all this stuff.
Oh,
In
jeez.
Japan, he went
Really?
and did all this stuff. They arrested him. He went, "I'm sorry, I didn't understand." Got a slap on the wrist. Was all right. Did time in jail. Was asked to leave and not allowed to go back there. He's now gone to Korea to do the same thing. And the
What an
comfort
idiot.
women.
Comfort women?
Comfort women. So
Oh, you don't know what this is, Matt?
No.
what was it? It was Japan that came in and wasn't it? And
Yeah,
sort
it
of
was a World War II
abducted-
thing. They basically
Yeah,
rounded
you
up.
go. You can explain better than me.
No. Just forced
They rounded up
prostitution
women
to
and
Japanese
basically
soldiers.
just forced them to prostitution
called
for
comfort
soldiers.
Oh.
And so there's comfort women statues around the country.
Right.
So he was going and kissing them and rubbing oil on himself and dancing with them, going on the public
Right.
transport and taking rotten fish and just annoying people. Korea have not taken this lightly, and he's
Good.
now facing a lot of time in jail.
Right.
And
In
think about-
Korea.
in Korea. And Korea, while you're awaiting trial, they go, "Nah, you're on bond, go out, but you can't work, you can't do anything." So he has to basically try and pay for all the stuff himself.
But he's
But-
still in Korea.
Still in Korea. He's not allowed to leave Korea. He had his court date today because I've been following this for months. He decides to rock up wearing "Make America Great Again" hat, rock up an hour late and hungover,
God.
and it's just... You do understand you're facing like 10 years in jail because like things like disrupting a business is a big thing
Yeah.
over there. Like, and he just doesn't get it. But it's amazing.
got
You
no
should
sympathy
look into
for him.
this. It's just
I might actually, because it might give me pleasure to watch this guy go down.
This guy
Because
sounds
it's-
like a fuckwit.
the problem is it's actually ruining it. It's starting to ruin it for tourists
Yeah, I'm sure.
because people are starting to
Because
get
they
sick
can't
of this.
tell
and-
whether you're going to
yeah.
be a fuckwit as well.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no,
This is the
you might
first time I
not-
went to New Zealand and there was a fucking visa fee that Australians had to pay. And it's like no one else had to pay. And I was with friends from all over the place and they were just going straight through and I'm standing in this line and I'm like, well, I mean, Australians,
Because Aussies are cunts.
they just come here and be fuckwits, don't they?
Yeah.
Like,
So that's why they're like we've got the Bali visa fee in Bali as well, and Japan's now. I think Japan's actually increasing theirs, and it's
It's like
I think
something awful. You
related
have
to
to pay
this.
$10 to join the forums. Just keep the fuckwits out.
yeah,
yep.
yeah.
But yeah, no, they're yeah.
That's why I go to private beaches, man.
like
Exactly.
Twitch. Twitch, the streaming service. There's Kick, which is
I've heard of
the
it.
Kick is the version where people who get banned from Twitch go.
Yes.
What? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the people who really
It's true.
piss you off and annoy you, they're the ones where they go. and-
It's all inflatable pools, is it?
No. This is more about
That's
the,
fine on Twitch.
That's fine on Twitch. This is about the people who go and piss you off and
Right.
are terrible people. Not just.
Yeah.
It's not about flaunting your body and making money. They're just horrible people.
Like, if you're on Twitch and you're, like, super racist, they'll ban you and then you go on Kick and you can
Yep.
be racist over there,
Yep. And
for
then-
example.
Yeah.
And then if you get banned from there, you go to Rumble.
Yes. Where anything goes.
Jesus.
That's where Russell Brand is now, right? Rumble? Yeah.
You know what I hate and we don't have to linger on this, but we've talked about in the past about how just like everything political is just so extreme left, extreme right.
Yes.
At the moment,
There's no middle ground anymore.
more than it ever has been before, right? And people on YouTube, just YouTubers that I've watched for years and liked, that I was aware they were a bit conservative. That's fine. You can be a bit conservative.
Yeah.
It has gotten to the point now where if you fit into that category at all, you just have to swing right into the... So, like, people, like, okay, well, fucking Trump's, you know, the Zelensky thing. Okay, well, guess
Yes.
what? We hate Zelensky now. So, like, this guy that was...
Yeah, you got to go hard.
Yeah. And like, I'm unfollowing all these people because I'm like, just do what you always did, which was just, you know...
Yeah.
Reason, balance,
people who,
things. Like,
I
what
was
are
a
you
guy
doing?
I used to watch because he did woodsy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like a Canadian guy, and then he was like, and then he every now and then he would pop up and he'd do like a little thing where he's talking about politics, and I was like, I don't care about this, man. It's not why I watch your channel. And also, I mean, I disagree, but like that's fine, whatever. But then more and more, like you said, it's just like it's got to be like it's his team, his sports team, and it's like he's got to talk about it constantly. And I was just like, it's ruining the content.
The
Like,
problem is
I can't
there's
ignore it now.
Yeah, there's no discussion anymore. It's either you're with us or against us. There's no talking
Yeah,
about
I heard
this
an interesting thing the other day that said that it was a discussion. I forget who it was. I think it might have been reading out from an article or something. But anyway, it was saying that over time, in the past, what used to happen was when you were fighting for rights or kind of liberal values or either side was fighting for something, you had to convince people, right? So they'd call around, they'd have like events. You try and educate people on like civil rights or like gay rights and all that kind of stuff. But then at a certain point, because of the internet, now what we say is we're going to yell at you, shut the fuck up. I'm not going to explain anything. You accept this and you shut the fuck up. And you're not convincing anybody of anything.
Or you're a terrible person.
Coercing people into just not arguing with you.
Yep.
And both sides do this now. It's not like we're not convincing anybody of anything. And that's why we have these big swings, is because instead of discussing these ideas, good or bad, whatever they are,
one side just sort of
one guy,
because they can't be bothered being
the
yelled
side
at
that's
anymore.
in charge just says, fuck you, shut the fuck up. And then everybody sits there and simmers, and then it swings back around.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to destroy the internet.
Maybe.
Yeah, and maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to destroy the internet.
Well, 'cause
I did see something very funny on the internet. No, you go first.
I was reading the comments something. There were I saw something where Canada's in some of the bottle shops there, because of the tariffs, they're now they're just sending all the American alcohol. They're not selling the American alcohol anymore because of the 25% tariffs.
It was just all Canadian club.
No, this is Canada sending it all back to America. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if you
That's
go
all
into
they
a
sell.
Canadian...
club.
Yeah.
Yep. But I was reading the comments, and someone goes, "Oh, why don't they just increase the cost by 25% and just make money off that?" You don't understand how this works, do you?
I actually think a lot of people don't understand how it works. I think you've hit the nail on the head there, Luke.
Yeah.
Like,
I was very confused about... I'm still very confused about the point of all this tariff nonsense. But what, I mean...
them
I'm assuming
charging
there's a reason in
more,
there somewhere for it.
They're not getting 25% more profit.
No.
That's
And also this whole thing about other countries will be paying us money because of these tariffs. That's not how that works.
No.
Like,
They're just
I'll be paying the
incentivizing.
fucking money at the end of the day.
Yeah, they're
because-
incentivizing
to make it
buying
in the
local.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the people making it here will just also jack the price up.
Yes.
So it's not like it doesn't really help a consumer in any way.
Yeah, because they're not
Which I
going to
thought
come
was
in.
supposed to be the point, but
They're not
I
going
guess
to come
probably
in
it's
and
not.
because it helps
uncut
your
by
economy.
25%. They're not going to. Yeah, they're not going to start making it here and undercut the price by 25%. They're going to come in and go, "Here's the price."
It was presented as helping me, or the American people.
It's helping rich people.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Well, it's not doing anything at the moment because it's not. It's just being waved around. I don't. Anyway, whatever. We don't have to do this. I'm just so confused about it. Whatever your position on it, I'm so confused about what Why are we doing this? Do it or don't do it.
Put me in charge, I'll fix it. I promise. Put
Yeah, I
me in
think that's what
charge
he
of
said.
Earth. I can do it. I'll save the world. Be a few deaths, but that'll be fine.
That's all for this week. Thank you for listening and we hope you enjoyed the show. If you enjoyed it, then please subscribe in iTunes to receive episodes automatically. We'll see you next time.